porn watching, gay gymming, and hot shaming. Coming up today on The Point.
You're the gay Jimmy.
Yeah, that's right. I was like, is there something happening to me on this show that I don't know about?
Hello and welcome to The Point, the only talk show bringing gay and straight men together to see what happens. And Adam Carroll is
Hello.
back with us.
Hello!
Hey.
Thank you for having
And
me. God bless. Thank you.
After a reasonably long hiatus,
Yes.
back with us,
Yes.
Jim Kim, the newly married Jim
Congratulations.
Kim. So how did things go?
Things went well.
Did that?
Yeah, it went very well, and I'm was very drunk to the point where my wife, the day after, just rolled over in bed and just quietly whispered, "You stink." Yeah,
It begins.
Lots of bourbon.
That's-
lots of bourbon.
That's so romantic.
Super romantic.
That is what married life is like.
Now,
She locked you down. She doesn't have to be nice anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah, is it a big deal like the wedding night? Like, is that still a big deal?
I don't think so, because it's not like, we haven't done it before, right? And that's
Right? I don't know.
Right? Well, I guess that's the
Living
whole
in
point of the
sin.
wedding night is like you haven't had sex yet, and so
Right.
that's like the time you break the
The
seal.
worst time to
Yeah.
Break
because
the
it's-
seal.
So for us, it's like, no, and the thing is we actually got legally married a couple weeks before. Like we had a small and got the papers signed and all that kind of stuff a couple weeks before. So we consummated that marriage, pretty quickly, and then
Pretty quickly, he said.
yeah. For this
Vigorously.
one,
As they left.
we both partied, and
In the street.
today we're just, or like the next day we were just like feeling how old we were based on partying all night and dancing all night. Yeah.
How many guests?
We only had like 60 guests.
But
So it was
still.
good. So like basically we got to connect with everybody, which is really nice. So it also gave us time to eat, because I think when weddings are big, you have to still sort of try to connect with everybody, so then you don't have a lot of time to eat.
Right.
Right? Because I've been to weddings like of 150 people, and the couple barely eats because they have to go say hi
Right.
to everybody. For us, we were like 60 people. We were done that in like 20 minutes.
Right. The
Yeah.
receiving line is...
Well, we didn't do the receiving line. Like ours was very open and casual, so we did it in a restaurant. Everybody's standing. Yeah.
Tito has a receiving line, but it means something completely different.
I was gonna make that same
I was
joke.
wondering. when I was
Talking
gonna-
point number one. Your porn is my porn. So, actually, this brings up something. Adam, your latest YouTube video.
Oh my god.
What?
Sorry, I snorted into the glass.
Oh.
Keep going.
You talk about how you are a fan of straight porn.
Yes.
Now, why is that?
Because, yeah. I just find that the guys are hotter and they're actually into it and they actually want to be there, where with a lot of gay porn, it's straight guys who are doing it, and it's like
not.
a lot of the time, like Sean Cody and like Corbin Fisher. Yeah, that's a lot of
The
straight guys
expression is
doing
not
it.
straight for pay, so
Right.
Although I'm
for
sure
pay,
there
man.
are
There's
gay
a lot of
guys
gay
who
for pay.
will do, like gay guys who will do straight porn.
I have
because it's
girlfriends
funny.
who prefer gay porn too.
Yes.
Can I just, as
Well-
a quick side note, point out that behind the
Because of all the
camera,
dicks.
our camera, Jonathan, is vigorously agreeing with all of this.
Like which part?
Anyway,
Well, but it turned out I was inspired by you
Oh, you're so
Thank you.
inspirational.
Oh, I try, you know.
to look at if there had been any research on this, and it turns out that
there's a lot of people researching porn.
100%. Oh,
according to a study in the Archives of Sexual Behavior, 55% of gay men report watching straight porn,
Wow, really?
and 21% of straight men report watching gay porn.
Wait, what?
Watching or having seen?
Straight
watching. 55%.
I feel like
So does that
if you
include-
change that to having seen, that number would skyrocket.
55% of gay men report having watched straight porn in the previous 6 months. 21% of straight men report watching gay porn in the same 6 months.
So are
So
they
is gay
actually
porn-
straight?
Yeah.
Lesbian porn as well? Like, is it like just gay?
No, it's
like
it's
man on
male.
man.
Okay, wait. Why are straight men watching gay porn?
Well, I don't know. Why are straight men watching gay porn?
I don't know. I mean, I don't.
Curiosity.
I don't want to
great,
fight
you know?
a dragon after watching Game of Thrones
tired
or
of all
whatever,
that
but I still
Tired
watch
of
it.
stuff,
you know?
I have watched a few gay porn scenes, like not full movies, but I will agree
no,
with
does
that.
anybody
Anybody watch
full
full
movies?
I will agree with
No,
that.
you find your right spot
their
and you just go to
performance,
that
and
one.
they just didn't seem into it.
They don't seem
Yeah,
into
yeah,
it.
they just didn't seem into it
That's
at
Adam's
all.
thesis.
And the thing is like,
Not all
I know
the
that there are
time, but-
female porn actresses that they kind of seem like, dead fish as well. But you kind of,
Yeah, no, that's
get
true.
through that. But
Dead fish.
with the gay
Flounder.
porn, it was both. Like
Yeah.
both people just didn't seem into it, right? So I was just like,
See, and that's where like the whole amateur category
Somebody
becomes.
out there who is a straight man watching gay porn, please message us.
Well, there.
I'll text you.
An article in Pink News actually talked to a number of researchers and psychologists about this phenomenon, and they put together a number of reasons why straight men watch gay porn.
Wait, you actually have this? Okay, let's go.
Number one, rebelling against gender stereotypes. One of the researchers says individuals in same-sex couples generally are more equitable in the ways in which they allocate domestic work, including childcare. It's interesting that a significant number of straight men watch gay porn because it seems so unlikely. So it's actually to do something sort of counter
Yeah.
Like rebelling.
cultural.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Okay,
All show
this
society.
is porn. Are they getting hard watching this porn?
It doesn't say. It just says that they watched it.
Like once? Like I don't know.
A doctor.
I'm very intrigued by
This one research
I need to
scientist.
know.
This one research scientist says straight identifying men watch gay porn to switch things up. One's sexual identity does not always reflect his or her sexual attractions and experiences. Some heterosexual identified men may experience sexual arousal from homosociality or patterns of BDSM inherent to gay male pornography. So they may be into BDSM, but you don't see a lot of BDSM in straight porn, so they go to the gay porn.
I'm not sure that they've looked hard enough.
yeah.
There's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of everything.
I'm just saying. This is what the experts are saying. Number two, straight men watch gay porn to see what other male bodies look like.
Interesting.
They get turned on by hot bodies, hotter bodies than their own.
Saying that it's getting turned on, they're comparing.
Yeah, but
They're
you know,
comparing.
it's like the male version of women reading fashion magazines and seeing other women's bodies and
Yeah, but you don't need to
things
watch
like
porn for that.
But a lot of straight women watch. Like
But it's a
lesbian
more
porn.
private thing, you know.
They also want not only to see, gay porn tends to be based on a narrative of hypermasculinity, often very manly, muscular men. And this might appeal to straight men as an intriguing and different kind of sexual relationship to what they normally see in their regular porn. Gay porn also offers a convenient, discreet way to look at what other men are packing.
They can't see that in straight porn?
Yeah.
Like a lot of this applies to straight porn
Yeah.
as well. So yeah, it's odd.
And
You're still gonna have hung guys with girls. Like, I don't
you're,
understand.
but
But
there
you're not gonna see. That's the problem with straight porn, though. It's like you're not gonna see a lot of the guy in straight porn. The focus is always on the
Sometimes
girl.
there's too much.
Yeah, but if he's
And I want
an ass
more.
and
if he's
golf
in
balls.
her, you're still gonna see it.
Well, and to, number three, the other thing is some straight identifying men are actually gay or bi.
Shocker.
There's that. But the other thing too, though, with like seeing what other guys are packing. I was just trying to pause as long as you did. It might be that, you know, in straight porn, it's very much like that's, you know, he's got a 20-pound hammer kind of thing. Whereas there might be more likely to see more average representations of people Is my thought. I don't know.
Well,
is
you're
having a
calling
big
gays
dick like a
average?
big
This is-
thing in the gay community as
you.
much as it's
just a
sort
lot
of
more dicks to
fetishized in the
compare
straight
Right,
community?
yeah.
I have a question for Adam.
Okay, we'll just move right past my question.
No, because you said you in straight porn you like watching the guys because they're better looking, but
Not that they're better looking, they're just into it more.
okay, but Ron
They're also
Jeremy
hot.
might be into it more, but I don't necessarily want to
That's
watch
true.
Ron.
That's true.
Yeah, but he's
Jeremy.
only in it because he's like 10 inches or whatever.
12
because he's
and-
10?
12,
12?
no,
Inches.
not no. Sorry, 9 3/4 is what. There was a movie,
Whatever,
a hilarious movie
Whatever.
called One-Eyed Monster.
But
and he's-
I always,
Anyway.
but I agree with you that straight porn focuses more on the women. So I'm actually surprised that you watch so much straight porn.
Which is also why I like watching straight porn for gay guys, which is straight porn, but it's the focus is on the guy, not the girl.
What? That's
Yeah.
fun.
So that's a thing.
I would watch.
So
Yeah.
it's real. It's made for
It's
that
made
a
for
website?
gay.
like curious.
Is it madeforgays.com?
Hot guys fuck.
Yes,
Is the one that I
I've watched
watched.
those.
I'm super excited about it.
I am convinced that most of the guys that they cast in that are gay.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why, but like when I watch it, I'm like, this guy really seems gay.
What
yeah.
makes you say that?
Sometimes, yeah.
I think
He's staring at the other dude
they
in
just
the room.
start off like a little, almost like that. Like at least the few that I saw, that he wasn't really sure what he was doing. Like, and the girl was sort of taking control,
Okay.
right? And so he was just sort of like a spectator, and she was taking control because I almost felt like he didn't know what he was going to do with her, right? And so that is, I was
Well,
like,
like a lot of the guys that are on there too, because they have like a partner company called Gay Hoopla, I think it's called, and that's like gay porn, and
Right.
a lot of the guys go back and forth.
yeah.
So I mean, it's very possible.
Right?
It's very possible.
What was your question?
Intriguing.
That we skipped over.
It had to do with whether dick size was as fetishized in the gay community as it is in
Some people
the straight community.
Oh my God, it's so fetishized in the gay community.
I don't know
Like,
if
so
guys run
you
into
want
this, but
like the bigger the better in the gay
Oh,
community.
of course,
So-
size queens are a huge thing.
They're
don't-
not
but
as
I-
common as you think.
But don't you also? I run into this a lot. That like there's a gay average dick size, and then there's like a straight average dick size. Like gay average is
You
like
mean what's advertised on Grindr?
no.
Which
but
one's
like,
bigger?
Gay.
Just when you talk to gay people about like the average dick size, they're gonna go 8 inches. That's average.
it's-
That's what I
that's
agree
what
with you
people
that it's
say.
not. But
That's what they-
I'm just saying that that's exactly what they say. But then you talk to a bunch of straight guys and then it's like 6 or 7.
Well, because I think because straight men, please speak up. But I think because straight men, if they embellish their length, it's almost homoeroticizing it.
Possibly.
Whereas with us, it's already like you're eroticizing the penis.
I think it's women don't let us get away with it in the way that like with dudes, it's like I'm this big, and then the other person in that equation's like, yeah, well I'm this big. Like there's not that person who will shut it down
Shut it, yeah.
immediately in the same way that in a straight sort of dynamic, it's sort of like, I got a huge one, ladies. Like,
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Also not just about length.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
Mostly
The
girls.
pickup truck with the large wheels tells me you don't have a large penis.
Or you have a truck.
I do.
Well, and you have a satisfied wife. So
I take the TTC, so public transit and married. So I'm doing something right.
and now it's time for Tito's midpoint.
This week we're playing Brownie Points, and it is a Mother's Day theme because Mother's Day is coming up. Y'all, buy your mom's stuff.
I always get her flowers.
Flowers in a card.
My mother's name is Iris, so I always buy her irises.
Is it really?
It is.
That's a beautiful name.
I don't get my mom anything.
Nah, she gets a phone call. That's about it.
Yeah.
It's okay. I call Tito's mom.
Whoa.
Mom?
Attaboy.
Okay, so how is this game going to work?
I will name a celebrity, and you have to guess who their famous mother is. So it's a famous person, and you have to guess who their mother is.
Got it.
First, we have
You smelling it?
Liza Minnelli. Who is her
Oh,
mother?
what's Judy Garland?
Judy Garland.
Correcto.
They look a lot alike, actually.
Next, we have Anderson Cooper.
Gloria Vanderbilt.
Correcto.
Really?
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
She's
yeah.
out for revenge. Yeah.
Anderson Cooper is part of the Vanderbilt fortune.
Jeez.
Interesting.
Guy doesn't have to work. He's
That's
working
why
his
he's
butt off.
a silver fox.
That's probably not why he's a silver fox. but-
Next, we have Kate Hudson.
Oh,
Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn and what's his face?
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kurt Douglas.
Okay, well, it's just the mom I'm looking for. But
Yeah.
thank you for that.
There's double team that, man.
Next, Rumor Willis.
Bruce Willis, right?
Willis is
Or
Demi
Demi
Moore.
Bruce Willis's ex. Yeah.
What has
That
she
was a
been in?
trick
Like, I know the
question.
Not
name.
much.
Empire. Oh, who? Rumor?
Demi?
Yeah.
Oh, she's been in Empire too.
Okay.
Next, we have Baby Blue Ivy Card.
Oh,
That's Beyonce,
Yeah.
right?
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
There she is, reigning over you.
Queen. Oh, she's just the best. Next, we have Tracy Ellis Ross.
No idea.
Diana
Yeah.
Ross?
Correct.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I clearly did. I'm the only one who said it.
No, but you were hesitant.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
didn't know that.
I didn't know.
Oh,
Looks like her, big time.
Yeah.
Next, we have Little Babies, North, Saint, and Chicago.
Oh, gross.
Some sort of Kardashian.
vomit egg.
Yeah, is that Kim Kardashian?
Correct.
Yes.
Wait,
well,
what?
you
They
know,
have
because it's
three of them now?
north,
South and West.
west.
They're going for their fourth, I suppose.
Yeah, they just had G
Garbage.
through surrogate.
Well, the kids are cute.
Yeah.
Don't blame the children for the sins of the parents.
Amen.
I'm gonna do it, so don't
Oh,
worry about it. I'll do it for
there's
you.
lots of time for them to sin themselves.
Yeah.
Next, we have Dakota Johnson.
Melanie Griffith.
Thank you.
Correct.
And actually, who's the father?
Antonio Banderas.
No.
Oh.
Well, then I don't know.
What's her name?
Where did that come from?
Dakota.
Johnson.
Ben Johnson. The runner.
Johnson with the.
Johnson and Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson?
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson.
Miami Vice.
Yeah.
Don Johnson.
Dawn.
Johnson.
That's it. I couldn't think of this.
No idea who that is.
Next, we have
Miami
Miami Vice.
Willow and
never watched
Jaden.
Miami Vice.
That's
Will Smith.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
Jada.
Oh, I guess not
Nice.
Will
Yeah.
Smith.
Going, it's the
Sorry.
mothers.
Yeah, no,
gotta
I know.
remember that,
That's
'cause I remember
the
just-
hard
yeah.
Mother's Day. I get it.
Oh, and I think this one, the next one,
Jesus.
this is the last one, and this is a fancy one.
She's so.
So we're starting with the latest generation. Billy Lord. Who's her mom?
Lord.
Lord is
the
not
Lord.
Billy Lord. No.
Isn't she like 18?
I don't know.
Who is her mom? She just recently passed, like last year, 2 years ago.
Farrah Fawcett?
And she was in Star Wars.
Carrie Fisher.
Carrie
Fisher.
Oh.
I did not know
I didn't
that
know that
Billy
either.
Lord was Carrie Fisher's. I didn't know.
Oh, you know what? I
And
didn't know
who is Carrie Fisher's mom?
Debbie Reynolds.
that. Debbie Reynolds.
Well, there you go.
Wow, a triple one.
Oh.
Well done, Tito.
Good stuff.
Famous lineage.
Good job, man.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Hey, Mom.
Happy Mother's
And
Day,
thank
Mom.
you, Tito, for today's midpoint. And now it's time for talking point number 2. I'm hot. Don't hate me. Okay.
Right? I say that all the time.
Thanks, everybody.
So
See you next Tuesday.
a personal trainer from Virginia blew up Instagram recently because he
Jaleel White vibe.
Urkel.
yeah, what's his name? Actually, I don't have his name written down,
When
which
he's
I should.
Stefan.
Why are you?
Dave
doing that
Tyson.
face?
You got that.
Because he
fate.
thinks he's finer than he is.
He said his post was not only, it was basically don't hate him because he works out. He's been getting a lot of hate aimed at him because he takes care of his body and he works out a lot. I mean, he's a trainer.
But he's got the body, so who cares what people
And-
say? Like that's your deflection. That's your, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
but
It's like how
he's-
hot people don't have to have a personality because they're hot.
It's true.
It is true.
He says.
And they can get whatever they want.
No, but
Suck.
he's saying that there is a prejudice against him and people like him.
That's
He's-
stupid. That's like
he's-
anti-racism.
blah, blah, blah. He says gay guys carry prejudice toward those who want to take care of themselves in the gym. There's a myth that all they have to offer is muscles. Some also believe
Pretty
that muscle guys are not interested in anybody other than other muscle queens. As an aside, he also declared to the world that he's a submissive bottom. So is hot?
Is it
That
stupid?
first part was true. The second part, not so much, because
What? That he's a submissive bottom?
that was the third part.
Oh,
sweetie.
okay.
What was this?
Is hot shaming
No.
actually a thing?
Yes.
No.
Okay, why do you say yes?
Maybe it is, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
100%
Yeah.
doesn't matter, yeah.
100%.
Well, but should someone be bullied?
Yeah, it's like somebody's at the gym and
they're
they're super
attractive?
hot and they're like, oh, that guy's so hot, he's such a dumbass, or like he's obviously stupid and like all he does is go to the gym.
Yeah, but you get
I do that all the time.
but
Case
is
in
that
point.
fair? Is that fair to
No,
target?
it's just jealousy because they're so much hotter than you and
Yes.
you'll never look like
yeah.
that.
So is but
Deflection
isn't
to the
Deflection,
max.
but isn't
They
that,
could be a nice person, but they're most likely not.
How do you?
Yeah, but
what?
you don't know.
How can you say that?
Because we know some of them and they're not nice.
It's
Well,
like
no,
you
but
know
some of
them,
them.
but you can't just like judge somebody that you don't know just because they have muscles. Like, oh, that guy's a dummy.
But isn't that just? Isn't that? This is literally just the
Side
whole,
eye
like,
me like that.
punching up.
Wait. What?
Isn't this just like the whole punching up thing? Like as far as even in comedy, like you're allowed to punch up.
But you
right?
can't
You're not
punch
supposed
down?
to punch down.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Right?
You can make fun of someone with more.
So if this person's
power.
hot and they
Yeah.
got everything going for them,
Yeah.
you can make fun of them.
sure.
Who cares,
Okay.
right? This is somebody that drives by in a nice car. You're like, that guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
You have no idea, but
It's the
He
kind
has-
of,
They obviously are.
he drives by in a big truck. Oh, he has a small dick.
that's right.
Yeah.
Right?
I think-
Hola.
I think we can. I think we can like intellectually say yes, it shouldn't be a thing because everyone should be great to everyone and no one should judge anyone and blah blah blah. But in reality, it doesn't matter at all. It's you know what? We're gonna give you shit if you're hot, but who cares? Because
Like,
you're
people
hot, so
say
it
if
doesn't
you're hot,
matter.
you're talentless. You have no talents. And
Yeah, but
stuff like
I
that.
mean,
But then
to-
do something that proves that you have talent, and then there you go.
Yeah.
people do all the time and they still call them.
I mean, to be fair, well, I actually don't think he's all that hot. But yeah,
Same.
Weird tattoo.
Same.
He also never
actually-
changes his facial expression ever.
Actually, that's the thing that gets me more about this case. I actually think people who are good looking, you shouldn't prejudge them or bully them online.
Unless they say
All
something
this-
like that.
Yeah, but when you start saying, oh, I'm so hot that people hate me, and then you post pictures of yourself where you're
inviting
not
it.
even all
Yeah.
that hot,
Yeah.
You're
like,
welcoming it.
I mean,
Yeah.
but the other thing, it's like it's.
Fishy.
I mean, it's
Be
too
the
bad
hottest thing ever to
Leah's not
somebody
here
else.
right now.
But like, let's
Well,
get to the second
speaking-
part,
oh.
which is like the muscle guys who are only into muscle guys. It's not.
You don't think that's true?
Girl, I've got a bunch of muscle guys.
You have muscle!
Yeah, you're pretty jacked up.
no, and I always have to make sure I'm like, are you into smaller guys? Because I'm like you're twice my size at least, and they're just like, yeah, I like smaller guys.
see, now.
Okay, well
You're
then
around.
send me their phone numbers because I don't know
and
these
not
people.
not that I'm like a huge muscle guy, but there are people surprised when
You're interested in that.
I'm interested in somebody who's smaller or thin.
But even
I'm
bigger
not-
guys will message me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm into you. And they're just like, oh, really?
I like smaller guys because it's easier to throw them around the room.
That's a little bit of abuse. There we go.
Just toss them.
Toss it around.
Toss them around.
Up and then
And there you go.
like a
Like a
pizza.
pizza. I don't mean like violently toss them around, okay? Before anybody gets any ideas, I was just.
Unless you're
Unless
into
it's
that.
consensual.
Stop also
Unless
using the
it's
word toss.
Okay, well, this guy's a trainer, and I don't know if this happens in his gym, but this story comes
I
out
was gonna
of
say train wreck.
an Equinox what? Equinox gym in New York City, where this straight guy is suing the gym after a gym that is known as a gay gym because a lot of gay guys go there. It's in Gramercy Park in New York City. The man is suing. He's a single dad. He goes to this gym for a lunchtime steam room visit. According to this article in Gay Star
lots
News.
Of sex.
But he was, quote, shocked when he saw 3 men watching him while they were masturbating. He's
Normally
quoted,
they don't look like.
he's quoted, the steam clears and I look across from me, the gentleman sitting pretty close. His towel is open, his legs are spread, and he's looking right at me. And the guy next to him was rubbing the man's inner thigh. He's looking right at me, his towel's off, and he's masturbating. When he realized the third man was looking at him as he masturbated, this guy, he left. The man went to the front desk to complain, but he says nobody did anything.
Well, you can't stop people from.
I mean, there were 3 guys masturbating in the steam room, and he left.
There you go. You go home. That's it.
To me,
Goodbye.
that's like I go into sometimes I go into a steam room.
Does this happen often?
Apparently, this is a
I
thing.
fooled around in a steam room. It was pretty great.
Oh, really?
It was pretty great. It was pretty
Do
great.
tell. What happened?
You could die.
You could die. Holy shit.
What happened?
Well, this got really
I'm thinking of a sauna.
I went to this guy's place. He lived in an apartment building with like a steam room. And, like,
Oh,
a
so
pool
like,
and
yeah,
stuff.
okay.
It wasn't like at a
was it
steam
like,
room.
like a gym?
Yeah, and
That's fun.
yeah, that was a good time.
Okay, but it wasn't at a like a
It
commercial
wasn't at a
gym.
commercial gym. No.
It was a
Does it
good
happen
life.
often?
But, like,
Do
I
people
just
like
think
sit there and
that's,
just
like-
wank it?
I just think that's
I've never
gay
witnessed
for
it
saying
against
hello.
myself.
Really? Say that again.
I just think it's gay for saying hello, goodbye, and peace. What's up?
Like the gay aloha.
Yeah, it's all it is, man. It's all it is.
And if it's in New York, it's the gay shalom.
The gay shalong.
Yes.
Good night, everybody.
I mean, I sometimes I go into a steam room and there are these 2 dudes and they're talking. Like to me, the steam room, it's like a quiet place.
Yeah.
And these 2
Great
guys.
movie.
It's a horrible movie.
You're wrong.
A Quiet Place?
You're
No,
wrong.
it's a horrible movie.
You're wrong.
It's stupid.
I will
It's stupid.
fight you to that.
It's stupid. Let's not talk about
I
this
haven't
now.
seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet.
And they're talking so loud. Hey, dude, the game, and I'm like, oh
It's a
my
great
God.
impression of a straight guy, by the way.
100%.
So good.
Spot on.
Yo, the dude, the game, yo.
That's how straight people talk. Yeah.
I can't. I leave because it's so annoying and it's disrupting my zen, and so I leave. But I'm not going to complain to the front desk that these 2 guys are
just
talking
complain
too
loud.
loud.
That is
I feel
different
like
than
that's
fucking people
different, yeah.
jerking off, I think. A little.
But take it as a compliment that someone's looking at you and jerking
Just like
off.
give him
Like,
a-
come on.
Give him a little wink and be like, you're welcome, and then leave.
And do you know something?
Exactly.
I actually think it's interesting that you said that does this happen because the gay guys who I know who have seen stuff or whatever, like the straight guys who go to these same gyms, they don't notice it. They don't notice
Because
it.
they're not looking at other guys like digs or what they're doing.
I'm wondering if this
Yeah.
I feel
gym
like you would have, you know how when you can feel
doesn't have
somebody
a
looking at
policy
you?
about masturbating because it's
Well, it
expected.
says they do.
Oh, if they do, then he should have an expectation that that's not going to happen.
And hooking
then,
up.
right? And then
Isn't that a common thing in most gyms though? Like, don't.
So I go
Yeah.
to a gym in
Yeah.
which that happens so often that they had to cut the bottom of the shower curtains
Yeah.
to see the feet, how many feet were under there.
yeah.
Wow.
And then they hired some security to come in and like.
So
And that
Tito
guy
was
was
pissed.
super hot.
No, I'm in and out. Like, I'm not.
Tito's
there
not
for
getting laid at the gym anymore.
Yeah. So how about Tito's Bop of the Week?
that. Bob of the week is Seeb featuring Dagny and is called Drink About.
Yeah, I think you made up all those words.
Drink about.
Drink about.
If you're
about.
watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to us on YouTube. Press the red button. Costs you nothing. Helps us greatly. Of course, if you want to help us even more, go to our crowdfunding site, patreon.com/thepointguys. That's the best way to help us keep going. You
Don't
can
just
also,
go to the site, but actually also give us money
give
too.
money. Yes, that was the thing. You can also find us on Reverie, the world's largest LGBTQ online streaming service. That's at reverie.tv. We're also available as an audio podcast on iTunes. Oh yeah,
let's take that guy
let's
out.
get rid of him. I
He
forgot
doesn't
he
need
was
more
still there.
attention.
Actually, you know what I'll do instead of a hot shaming man.
You know how
Let's
much
go back
I
to
wish
Beyonce.
that you could put up
No,
that,
I'm gonna
that
put
sexy
Adam's
bobblehead.
book.
Sorry.
Adam's book.
Go buy it.
Pawns of Blood and
I
Thunder.
think Beyonce would be better.
Go. Oh, you want Beyonce? Okay.
Yeah, no,
let's
that's better,
make.
sorry.
Let's make.
All right. Wait, who are we putting up?
There, Beyonce.
Sorry. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
As
Email
is shots
us
fired at the
whatever's
end of
on
the
your
show.
mind at thepointguys@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The Point Guys. Welcome back, Jim. Mazel tov. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, everybody. We have a new show
Thank
every
you.
Tuesday, so we will see you next Tuesday on The Point.
I think that was the first time I've ever said that like properly.
point.
Right? Yeah. On point.
On point.